Hey guys, this reserve list monster is not done munching up the goodies yet. Stay tuned, we're going to talk about it. Hey guys, welcome back. MTG Moxman here. If you're new to my channel, you're somehow finding me out there in YouTube land, well, thanks a lot for checking out my content today. And a reminder, I do upload 6 days a week at the exact same time, Eastern Standard Time at 11:15 in the morning. Always there for you. On Sundays, it's in the evening, somewhere around 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. So just in case you're looking for me, 7 days a week, I'm going to be there to answer your questions, comments, and concerns about Magic cards. All right, guys. So this monster that we're going through right now, this reserve list is still not ending. It's going huge. You saw my thumbnail. I chose the biggest monster in Magic. The big, furry monster. The BFM, whatever it is, that thing's huge. And you got to think, when you look at a monster like that, 99.99, cracking earrings and all, the guy's insane. He's eating everything up, and that's what's happening in Magic right now. Near mint copies, the prices are still being pushed higher. We're still seeing strong sales across the board. Now, it's funny when I'm checking and I'm talking to people, and you see a lot of negativity. You see a lot of people saying the party's going to end. People are going to get caught with their pants down. Please remember, guys, it's an entertainment channel. Parties always end. Okay, I am not a financial advisor, nor do I claim to be. But I will tell you what I'm doing with my Magic cards and how I'm doing things. That's the advice I can give you, and that's all it is, advice. What can you say, right? Do I think this party will end? Yep. Do I think it's going to end hard? Nope. Is it going to end slowly? Yes. Will it just kind of drift off? Yes. Is that most people's questions answered? That was pretty easy, wasn't it? Guys, the way you're seeing Magic move is not the normal speed in which these cards get gobbled up. This is a price correction. These are things being turned a little bit, being recognized a little more, okay? It's just the way it's going to be for now. The sales will slow down. Things will level out. Some people are going to lose their shirts if they didn't do what I told them to do, which is like never go in debt, don't use money you don't have, don't put your family and friends in jeopardy, keep things succinct. Look at my videos from last week. You don't spend money you don't have. Pick up 1 or 2 cards. Nobody said you had to buy high-priced stuff, right? Keep it simple. Keep it succinct. And just don't sell it back into the market. Don't sell it to your local store. Don't sell it to somebody for 50 cents on the dollar. Don't do that. Hold on to it. Hold the line on those reserve list cards. You guys have been seeing my polls. I'm asking questions to find out information, to see how the general populace is going. I usually get 500-600 votes on most of my stuff in the polls, guys. It is great data to see how people are interacting on my channel and to see where people's mindsets are. It's amazing. The emails, the questions, I kind of compile all this stuff together with what I read, okay, to get a general consensus. It's amazing. So thank you, by the way, for participating. Now, I have some cards to go over with you guys today. Just a few things I thought were kind of awesome, okay? So I thought we'd take a look at those bad boys, have a little bit of fun with it. Most of them are on our previous list. We're just updating prices and sales and how strong the market's reacting to these cards. And I added another one I don't think I've added before from what I could tell. So let's first go to number 1. We're going to talk about Kajoran Outpost. Now, Kajoran Outpost, you guys remember, it's from Alliances. Their land cycle is actually pretty good. You got to sacrifice and untap planes. This bad boy comes in. You tap 1 white, 1 other, and this makes you a perfectly little 1/1 dude. Awesome. Compared to like the castle and stuff from Eldraine, this is way better. Lot less mana, and it's ninja. Okay? Great card. Usable in all kinds of decks. It was not recognized above that $5 mark for literally 20 years. So people complaining now that the card's going to 30, stop complaining. You had 25 years to buy the card. If you didn't buy it in that 25 years, anywhere in between there when you started playing Magic, I'm sorry. And if you're a new player just finding out about this card, too bad for you. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. The price climbed, okay? It's an amazing card. No heavy drawbacks. People are looking for things like this. It's just being recognized for what it is. It's a great card. Now, when you look and you see the sales, you see the $20, $25 mark. You see a 16 at the bottom. Well, that 16 has heavy shipping of $18. That's why it's at 16. Somebody's trying to make up some cash on the shipping. But the sales, you see that 25, 29, 34 for near mint. Near mint copies are demanding a little more. But the sales are strong, and they're still happening daily, okay? But the good news is there's still a restock on this card. I see new cards coming up all the time. So it's people who probably had play sets back in the day, and now it's kind of being brought down a bit. So this is a very decent card at a very decent price, guys. $25 for this kind of card, It's not bad. Think about what you pay for the Castle from Eldraine, right? 6, 7, $8 that card was at for a while. So this is pretty good, right? I like it. Good card. I do own a couple of copies. Happy to have them for my decks. Now, a bigger bad boy that I don't have, but he's on my hit list, Mox Diamond. Now, Mox Diamond has always been selling well. It has not climbed as much as some of the other cards. It has gone up in value, though. You know, it has almost doubled in value in some cases, depending on the condition. But again, sales are strong, and the restock is strong. So this card's having a nice fluid back and forth on the market. It's not just being sucked up into the void, and new copies aren't coming out, which is good. It's stopping that price from jumping up, but it's still going to be a $1,000 card. It is still going to happen. But it's being slowed by the fact that other people who have this card are putting it back in the market, which is good for everybody who might want to trade in for a copy or get one. Because let's face it, $5, $6, $7, $800 a card is a lot. But when you see that $822 down there and you go, you are getting close to it. But you can see some of the beat up copies for sale are nowhere near that yet. And that's good for players who are trying to get in on that level, which is great. I am being one of those players who says, I need that card, right? And when I see those prices, I go, oh, I don't want to go there yet. So you can't wait forever for a card like this, and no one to blame but yourself, your job, your circumstance, right? We can't all just jump out and buy these cards. You have to save up for it. Don't go in debt to pick up this card. There's also a chance this card will still retrace. I'm still expecting a significant amount of cards to retrace, but the information is not giving me a retrace yet at all. Copy artifact trickled down a bit, but everything else here is standing strong. So kudos to the market for holding in there, still staying strong. We'll have to see what happens when things settle in the world a little more to see how the back and forth goes when LGSs open up and other cards start taking up people's attention. So curious to see. I know from my polls most people intend on keeping, but just curious. Now, we asked about this card. That's right, the Metal Worker. And I purposely chose the pictures you're going to see for a reason. Now, when you look over here and you see cards for sale, you see the 60s, then a 215, then a 278. Imagine a World Championship card going for 70, $80 for the Metal Worker. 2 weeks ago, it was $45. So it's already gone up there 30%. That's crazy to me because it's not an actual, but people are using it better than a proxy. And you see the sales are staying very strong, right? And again, look at that around the 25th. You see those cards selling for 37? Those are more of the championship edition ones, right? From the World Series one. Kind of cool, but then a bottom one sold for 69. So this card is selling brisk, but it's not selling brisk in the high-end copies of near mint. People just want to get one right now. So they're going ahead and just buying whatever copy they can find at the cheapest price. I'm totally on board with that. Good for you guys for at least picking up a copy so you can say you have one. Way to go out there. That's not bad. And the Metal Worker is a decent card, right? Come on, he's your mana hubby. He just pumps out mana for you with artifacts. Amazing decks can be built. I like him. I never really used him before, but I do. You know, I've always said, yeah, man, he's a good card. Almost knocked my glasses off my face. What are you getting into tonight? Now, our last card. This one I don't think has been on the list is Eureka. Okay? From Legends, I do have a copy. I did use this card back in the day. Now, Eureka being 2 green, 2 other, sorcery, what happens is you and your opponent start putting permanents into play. Me, then you, then me, then you, until you don't want to put any more out. Okay? Eureka, I've played lots of times in like these massive Planeswalker decks with big, huge Planeswalkers for fun, just like a fun, silly deck. It still gets bought out a lot. The price has been creeping up for years, but I hadn't checked in on it in about 90 days, which is before all this happened. So I checked it. It's like, yeah, it's climbed from like that $400 to $600 level. But there are some copies you can see, right? From the for sale now at 6-7 to what's sold. Look at that one at 1,000. Now that's a single copy. The other one's going for the 8. So this one looks like it's actually come down a bit. Those were near mint. This is a little more beat up, moderately played copies, but there is quite a price difference depending on the copy you're after versus signatures. And there was a couple of Italian ones that were only like $400. So there were some cheaper ones if you want an Italian copy. But the fact is, this card is one of those slow burn cards. It has gone up, but you can see the price back and forth isn't consistent yet. They're not meeting at the level they need to for players and sellers to all be happy. So it's unique to watch this kind of stuff. So it's a good card to watch. I thought I would put it out there for you guys and let you know, hey, this stuff happens, okay? So, thanks a lot for tuning in tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave comments, questions, concerns below. But these are cards that are on the move, and they're going to continue to go because, let's face it, the reserve list buyout is a monster, and it's not done gobbling up the Krakens yet. Have a great one, guys. Talk to you soon. MTG Mox, man. This is where I click things, and things go off, and then we're done. And you know, I drink some water to make sure my throat's not sore. All right, guys. Later. Hey guys, just a reminder, my patrons, I'll be changing the board tomorrow. As soon as I get all the things squared away, I will put a new patron up to see what the list looks like in the new month. All right, and of course, the giveaways start again for patrons in March.